To Latin America now. In Mexico, President Enrique Peña Nieto signs a package of amendments to a controversial energy reform law that was first proposed almost a year ago. The new measure privatizes part of the national energy sector. Supporters say the reform will modernize the industry, while opponents say it cuts back on important public spending. Here's our correspondent in Mexico, Clayton Kahn.
Mexico's President Enrique Peña Nieto signed into law today so-called secondary laws to Mexico's polemic energy reform, opening this public sector to private competition for the first time in 76 years.
La reforma energética abre las puertas a las inversiones.
The energy reform opens the door to private investment in high-end technologies, which will allow the increase of energy production in a transparent, efficient, competitive and sustainable way.
Eficiente, competitiva y sustentable.
Recent polls conducted by several of the country's leading daily newspapers show that 65% of the population disapprove of the legislation, while staunch critics call it an attack on national sovereignty.
We should defend it rather than privatize our petroleum, since it is a 100% Mexican company. This is what I believe.
Opposition left parties and civil organizations have shown wide dissent to one clause, which will legally permit land appropriations.
It seeks to legalize their own legal framework, to forcibly occupy the land, handing over farm workers' lands through expropriations.
Mexico's energy sector has until now provided 1/3 of the country's public spending. However, analysts say with private competition, the number will drop to 1/10. Critics say the energy law only represents the latest of a series of structural neoliberal reforms which have had very little public consultation, but will produce significant impacts. Clayton Kahn, Telesur, Mexico City.